The morning of Nkechi and Chuka's wedding was calm and beautiful. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and the village square was bustling with excitement. Everyone dressed in their finest attires, ready to celebrate what was supposed to be the most romantic day of the year. But the day took an unexpected turn when Ekwensu, a notorious goat known for causing trouble, made its grand entrance. Ekwensu was no ordinary goat. It belonged to Baba Ikenna, the village's eccentric herbalist, and had a knack for showing up uninvited at the worst times. Rumor had it that the goat was cursed, but Baba Ikenna claimed it was just misunderstood. The ceremony began smoothly. Nkechi was a vision in her white lace gown, and Chuka couldn't stop smiling. The priest was mid-sentence, asking if anyone had objections when a loud "bleh" interrupted the silence. Heads turned, and there was Ekwensu standing majestically in the middle of the aisle. A ripple of laughter spread through the crowd, but Nkechi was not amused. "Get that goat out of here," she hissed, her perfectly arched eyebrows furrowing. Chuka's younger brother, Ibuka, tried to shoo the goat away, but Ekwensu was having none of it. Instead, it charged at him, sending him sprawling onto the ground. The guests gasped, then burst into laughter as Ibuka's well-polished attire was now covered in dust. "Ekwensu, no!" Baba Ikenna shouted from the back of the crowd, running forward with a handful of kola nuts. "Come back, my dear." But Ekwensu wasn't done. It strutted over to the buffet table, jumped up, and began sampling the freshly roasted corn and suya. By now, half the guests were recording on their phones while the other half tried to stop the rampage. Just as the groomsmen managed to corner the goat, Ekwensu pulled a final stunt. It jumped onto the DJ's table, knocking over the sound system. The speakers let out a high-pitched screech before dying completely. The silence was deafening until one elder muttered, "This is what happens when you don't feed your ancestors before a wedding." The priest, trying to salvage the situation, suggested they continue without the sound system. But before he could proceed, Ekwensu returned, proudly wearing the bride's veil it had snatched from the chair. At this point, even Nkechi couldn't hold back her laughter. Tears streamed down her face as she shouted, "Fine, let the goat officiate the wedding too." In the end, Ekwensu became the unexpected star of the ceremony. The DJ managed to fix the sound system, and the reception turned into a celebration of the goat's antics. People danced, laughed, and took selfies with the troublemaker. Baba Ikenna, proud of his goat's performance, declared that Ekwensu had blessed the couple with eternal laughter. Nkechi and Chuka later agreed that their wedding wasn't ruined, it was unforgettable. And Ekwensu? It got a lifetime supply of corn and a reputation as the village's ultimate wedding crasher.